couldn't actually give all the money back. Because as at the time we were given the instructions to start the new cash waterfall or operate the single collection account, there were already standing obligations on ECG. You just don't move a company from operating its own laser pay system and say, go and operate a single collection account. For example, there were liens on the account. There were cost of collections on certain accounts. There were also obligations to staff. There were loans that the company was repaying. So because we've moved to the single collection account, we have to renege on our obligations to the banks? No. Again, when that actually happens, you now then have to make sure that you do right by actually taking what belongs to you. But in that regard, if we even take what belongs to us, or let's say per the percentage, if you take what belongs to ECG, ECG will still be in a hole. Now, let me broaden this conversation as to why the whole cash waterfall mechanism needs to be looked at in this intricate circumstance. Under PURC, ECG is supposed to collect 2 billion, 2 billion Ghana cedis monthly. Currently, ECG is languishing around 1.3, 1.4 billion. My sister, if you collect all that 2 billion, if ECG were to even be collecting 100%, will ECG still be able to pay the energy sector bills? No. The answer is no. And it's no because what? There's a forex implication in there. There's a forex implication in there that is not properly handled. So we can look at it in its totality. I would like to ask you a quick question, so you correct me. If you quite remember, 2 or 3 days or somewhere last week, with the transition team, they said Gridco said ECG, the country needs about 4,400 megawatts, right? Wasn't that the case?
We'll have to verify that information for you, but please make the point.
Yeah, but whenever you hear 4,400 megawatts, naturally your mind will go to ECG. Not so. The ECG is the consumer of that 4,400 megawatts. But I sit here to tell you that ECG at peak uses only 2,500 megawatts. So there's a major discrepancy in the whole sector that has to be looked at in terms of in terms of revenue and how it's allocated. But the truth of the matter is, and I'll continue to say it, and I'll say it in defense of the company ECG. If ECG declares 100% of its total revenue to the cash waterfall, ECG will not be able to operate.